Hey, hi, and welcome back to Cheryl and Mom's Collectible Dolls. I'm Cheryl. You can see the baseball game in the background. Sorry about that. I'm here to show you tonight what I plan on doing next, and I think I've really screwed up. I bought a big thing of spackling quite a while ago, thinking, I'll use it soon enough, and I'm not sure it's still any good. It's still pink though, so maybe it is. So we're going to try it tonight and see on these legs that I have milli-put and then sanded and brush off the excess. And then I'm going to spackle them. So our last step will be painting them. Well, I have to sand them after I spackle them and then paint them. So let's see what I do here with them. So maybe it is okay. I thought maybe it had turned too white, but it's not. It's pink still, so I guess it's okay. I'm glad, because I didn't want to throw away this whole big tub of spackling thinking I'd ruined it. So now I know Tammy does this with her fingers, and but I've got fingernails. And so I'm going to use my stick here, my stir stick, and see if that works. If not, I'll have to deal with my fingernails. But so far, so good. Hope you can see that. And get all the spackling on to cover all the pits and everything. And then we'll have to sand it again. And see if it'll need more spackling. And I know that my friend Tammy, she tries her paint on it after sanding the spackling. So we'll see. We'll see if it shows any pits and things that I've missed. Because after all the work I'm doing on these, I want to make sure that they're right. So turn it around a little more. For my first time doing this, it's kind of fun. I'm anxious to see how this baby doll's legs turn out. I mean, I had to take all the paint off of them because they were a mess. They were all cracked all over, and the paint was chipped and cracked and just a mess. And so I took it all off and put milli-put on first because there were a lot of chips out of the composition, big chips out of the composition, and so that filled those in. Whoops, and I just stuck my finger in the spackling, which I didn't mean to do. I'm trying to be careful too. I should have, since my work table is on my carpet, I meant to put a drop cloth down before I started doing this, but I didn't. So I've got a towel down on the table, and we'll just be careful I keep it all on the table. I don't need to be messing up my carpet. I wish I had an outdoor store or shed like Tammy does to work on my dolls. But I don't have that much space in my backyard to have one, so I don't. So I'm gonna grab it by the end now. I just stuck my hand completely in the spackling. Well, let's get it covered really good. I want to be able to see those toes though. I want to be able to see the definition in the toes. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm trying to be careful of it. And I think I'm about to the point I'm gonna have to put them on their this leg on its hanger to finish the rest of it. Or I'm not gonna be able to hold on to it. Let's see. Wonder if I moved it away from the camera. Sorry about that if I did. Well, I think it's to the point where I gotta use my fingers. Now, I know Tammy has hooks up along her wall, like a clothesline along her wall where she can hang things up with clips to dry. And I don't have that, but I do have what I call my t-shirt stands. Back in my younger days when I sold merchandise for rock and roll bands out on the road, a good friend of mine made me these stands that I could put up with the t-shirts on them for display. And so you didn't have to lift them up for every customer, you know. And so I thought, well, I dug these out. I'm not doing that anymore, but I figured they'd work really well holding up these legs. So, well, I think we have this one covered completely. So I'm gonna try to not mess it up too much as I put it up there. I don't know if you can see it from up there, over there. And now, since I've got spackling all over my fingers, there's no way that I can move it to show you. So we'll get to that. I promise. Okay, so let's go to this next leg, and we'll just use our fingers since that's what I ended up on the other one doing anyway. I don't know if you can see it, how it's pink when it goes on, and then when it dries, it'll turn white. And the milliput is what you see that's white on there now. So, get more on here. Try to spread it evenly, which I don't think I did that well on the first leg. I don't think using the stir stick was the right method, to be honest. So I think my fingers are the better way to apply it. Again, I want to get in all the cracks. and around the top. I'm still kind of suffering with my bad knee, with my pain from my surgery. Have good days and bad days. And the last couple of days have not been good ones. I haven't been sleeping well, and so, you know, you kind of hurt more during the day when you don't sleep at night. The pain kind of gets worse. But, and of course, now that I've got this all over my fingers, my nose is running. And there's not a whole lot I can do about it right now. Again, I want to get the toes so you can see the outline of them. And I'll fix those better when I sand the spackling. My light's not too good over here either, so it's hard for me to make sure I get it all covered. But I think I am. I'm getting the bottom of the foot, top of the toes, and the heel. I'm excited about this. I actually am really enjoying fixing the dolls. You know, I enjoy my auctions, don't get me wrong. I enjoy buying the dolls and getting them up for auction and selling them and being on live with people when we're having the live auctions, because that's fun to talk about the dolls and show them off and everything. But I actually think get a better feeling of accomplishment fixing these old dolls, trying to make them look like new. Even though I wasn't around when these were new. Well, maybe I was, some of them. Not these ones from the 30s though, or the 40s. I was born in the 50s, so we'll stop it at that. And oh, my leg's starting to hurt me standing still here. Sorry, I gotta move a little. To get it blood circulating in my leg. Okay, I'm gonna try to put my fingers inside of the doll's leg to hold it as I finish around this top edge. And once I get this all on, I'll hang up the leg on my stands, and then I'll go rinse my hands off, and start a new video so I can show you what they look like with the spackling on them. And I did have, right now I was only able to find 2 of my t-shirt stands, and I know I had 4 or more. So I know they're out in my garage somewhere, I just gotta get out there and hunt for them once my knee's better enough for me to do so. Right now, I'm not doing any climbing around outside or anything because the worst thing I could do would be to fall on this knee and break it and have to do it over again. We don't even want to talk about that. We don't even want to suggest it. In fact, when I was in the hospital, the physical therapist said in their department, the F word isn't the cussing word that we would normally start with an F and end with a CK. Their cussing word is fall. So, I believe I have that all covered pretty evenly. Not particularly around the top, but that's it for now. Okay, so I've hung those up to dry. And now, I can't even reach out to turn this off because I would get my phone all messed up. So, well, maybe I can with my knuckle. I'll be back.